So today we are going to be making the smallest glad bait ever. We're going to be beating Marling Baits' record. His was about 4 centimeters, 40 mil, and this is just under 35. It will be a bit bigger once I add the joints though. So let's get into it. Right, so I've just gone to sand it up and I've realised there's that hole in there. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. We can probably just fill it in with some baking soda and super glue. So, time to sand. There we go. I've hand sanded for a bit and rounded it all off. You can see the hole here. You can still see it, but it's not much now. Rounding it off pretty much got most of it out. And the next step, I guess, is going to be cutting the joint. Right, so I've got the lure and the vise. I just got an angled piece of wood here, so it's easier to chop it down with the saw. So, let's chop it. There we go, I've cut the joint. It's not the cleanest, but it will work. It was a lot harder than I thought. It's so tiny. So there we go. That should do. See what we can fit in there. Okay, so I got the sinkers in. We have about 1 pea sinker in there. I got a bit over half the pea sinker in the front and half of what was left over in the back. So hopefully that's enough to keep it upright and you can twitch it along the surface. So now, time to sand it all down. Right, so I've sanded it all back down smooth. Now it's time to to drill the holes for the line tie and hook hanger. Back, where we will have the hook hanger coming out the back here, and then we can do the joints to connect it all up. Right, now to the hook hangers. So I'm just going to be using sparklers. I just knocked all the sparkler dust off this one, and I'm going to put it around the drill bit and tighten it up. There we go. So now we got a nice clean hook hanger. There we go. So we got these in nice and snug. Now we're up to making the joints. Okay, so the joints fit well, and I've done the super glue bath, glued in the eyes, and it turns out it sinks, so that's good. And now I'm going to start painting. Okay, we're going to do the top dark blue and the sides light blue. Okay, so it's time for epoxy. I did put a bit of gold on, and I drew some gills on, and I put the eyes on. So now we're gonna epoxy it, and I've already added glitter so I don't accidentally add too much. Okay, time for epoxy. There we go. I've added the joints, they're glued in, added the hook. That means the new world's smallest glide bait is complete. Now to go see if it works well. So we're testing the action, and Levi happened to get it in the tree. So, whoopsie.
Wait.
Alright, so the branch fell down. We've tied a stick on because the line snapped. We don't know if it's still on the stick, but we're going to try and get it back.
Good action.
It might have come off the stick and sunk down. It's coming closer.
Don't see it on there.
Levi, did you lose it?
I would say that it probably fell down into the water and sunk.
Not there. You lost it!